Robert de Bouliac. He was a soldier of fortune who happened to love music. He even invented a kind of clavichord. He composed music all the time. But being an amateur, he made mistakes. He used harmonies that nobody had ever heard before. You see, this was in 1314. Robert Bruce was about to fight Edward II outside a town called Bannockburn. And de Bouliac threw in with Bruce. Well, not for Scotland, or a title, or even for money, but to get his music played in the cathedral at Bannockburn. And by nightfall, they'd driven Edward out of town. His army was decimated. Unfortunately, so were the musicians of Bannockburn. But the concert was held. It was a disaster, worse than the battle. De Bouliac tore through town, slaying instrumentalists, impaling singers. Only the most talented, the fastest escaped, burning their scores as they fled. Only my copy survived. It belonged to a lucky lute player who was struck down by the Black Death on the day of the concert. I found it in a chicken coop in Perth.
Is this more broccoli?
No, it's history. You've become cynical, Catherine. You were never cynical.
You mean I've been a gullible kid when you got married?
You were a kid.
You were an older man, 26.
It took me years to reconstruct the other parts from just this. Listen. This crazy Frenchman was 700 years ahead of his time. These are modern harmonies.
Do you feel powerless?
Powerless?
To change things?
I may be, but I don't feel powerless, no. There are objects that don't do anything. Events that have no significance. Most things don't. Like a flight of a bird, a man walking in the street, or a shadow of a cloud moving over our meadow there. Not everything has to mean something. I used to think of a pride of lions on the edge of a savannah. They've just eaten. So the wildebeest don't interest them. They watch. They can't help watching. It's bred in, but they don't charge. The wind blows the grass against the lion's whiskers, and, well, that's all that's going on. And with us, there's usually not much more going on. People who live as if more is going on, they're dramatizing their lives. They're liars.
You've become a passionately lazy man.
Yes. It wasn't easy.
I love that you said our Miller.